Confirmed. Rally leaders Dale Snowthorne, Isaac Axtrummer. Stop. 8 simple words and 2 familiar names will be all that it takes to propel Nasir Antony, former commander of the Agra Wardens, into the highest office in the land. He shuts the cage on the messenger bird, presses the scrap of parchment between his fingers, and it rots away. He smirks. In a way, killing Hakoda Agra was the best thing that idiot Axtrummer could have ever done for Antony. Despite it being an unforeseen tragedy, the assassination left a vacuum, which Antony filled as Imperial Regent. Every misfortune bears with it opportunity. Even imprisonment served a purpose, giving the former commander a clean break from the new Agra government and a position in the Blood Wardens. And now, this. In his first few years as Blood Warden, resin had been plentiful. But he had seen the signs of falter. A light barrel, a missed shipment, theft from so-called bandits. Someone ought to take the situation in a firm hand, and that person would be richly rewarded. Antony sits at his desk and pens out a letter addressed to the rally leader. It will be the first to do so by name. Dale Snowthorne. It has come to our attention that the quality and regularity of your shipments have recently been found wanting. While the Empressar understands that certain factors, such as bandits, are beyond your control, you must understand that Imperial defenses against the treasonous Agra army rely heavily on your continued production. If quotas are not met, we will be forced to dispatch Imperial Wardens to your village to ensure a quality yield. In fact, there is already a contingent nearby, sweeping the western Wealds, on board that the assassins of the late Lord Governor Hakoda Agra are still at large therein. Please confirm to me, in writing, that we might expect your next shipment on time and in full. Otherwise, I will be forced to reassign those wardens to rally. Sincerely, Antony pauses. A letter of this magnitude must be signed with authority Antony does not possess. Yet. He grins. Sincerely, High Scepter. Hello, one and all, and welcome to another episode of Unbalanced Encounters, the only show that dares to ask, what if Big Brother was just one really nosy old lady? I'm your host, Patrick Perini. Yeah. Say hi, everybody.
That's a good one.
That was Emily's.
Pat.
That was Emily's.
Yeah.
And I was like, Emily, help. Emily,
Emily,
help.
A+. See, this is how you know it's a good supportive relationship. Yes. Behind the scenes as well.
Behind the scenes.
Only behind the scenes, not on camera.
In front of the scenes is too. But, sometimes the dungeon master has to be the dungeon master.
Yeah,
and kill his
I have
wife.
to threaten
and
him
kill
with
his
divorce
wife.
so he doesn't kill Sam. It's fine.
Safra and Isaac.
Anyway, moving quickly on.
The two of you are standing in the inner office of the armory. You have thrown open the door to the barracks, where a contingent of 25 wardens are beginning to rouse themselves and close in on your position. Isaac, your shield glows with the divine light of the Tanine. It is the Warden's turn. So they are all going to move on Isaac. We're going to roll a couple of attacks here. Isaac does 20 hit.
20 just hits.
Okay, and that's going to be 3 misses and a hit.
Oh,
Goodness.
I'm so sorry. I haven't used this yet.
Fuck 'em
The
up.
one that is about to attack me, Isaac just stares with the shield up and immediately forces his will upon that individual. And ever so slightly, their arm kind of misses the aiming direction that they were planning on striking Isaac and kind of just goes limp as I use Aura of Order.
Yeah!
Your will warps reality around you to your benefit. Once per round, when a creature makes an attack within 5 feet of you, you can add or subtract +4 to the roll. No action required.
Jesus.
That's so
All right.
good.
All 4 of these, 3 attacks just clank off of your shield. You see spears from the darkness just ting, ting, ting. And 1 sword comes down. And Saphra, you see the veins in this arm bubble and swell beneath the surface of the skin as he sort of loses control, and it kind of snaps back to his side and goes limp, and he drops his sword. And we are back around to Saphra.
Saphra now, like looking past Isaac and into the room, now that it is aglow with the light from his shield, she is just going to say, "Sit!" very loudly and just command everyone.
Okay.
Sit.
Walk him like a dog. Walk him
Alright.
like a dog.
Okay.
25 rolls, Pat.
I am going to roll for them as a group. They are going to roll with advantage. They have -2 to this roll. So if the higher of these 2 numbers is less than a 14, they are all affected. If it is less than a 19, you're going to get half.
Okay.
That's an 11 on the better of the 2 die. Everyone lands on the ground at once. You have 6 seconds.
Good boys. All right. Let's get through very quickly.
Isaac, you bust this door open and find yourself in a warehouse. And as you kind of move this light around, you see crates of artifacts. And then you put your shield up toward the back wall and see a fireplace, above which is the taxidermied head of your former friend, Porky.
So fucked up.
Jesus.
Oh, they
Holy
robbed
shit.
Stark's in his ass. Do I have time to take one of these crates and just block the door with it?
You would not have used your action yet, so yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's what I would like to do to keep them from getting in here.
You guys shove one of these crates in front of this door, and in doing so, reveal that these look a lot like the magic items that Porky was wont to bring you at critical junctions in your adventure.
I'm down to rummage. Very
I would-
quickly.
Isaac would put himself against the now locked door and the crate we have in front of it to give Saphra some time to rummage.
Is there like a sack nearby? I can kind of just shove
It's
some
the
stuff in and
crates.
like
Oh, I see. Yeah, probably.
I could be like, Father Christmas.
I guess.
I guess.
The good boys and girls that leave out some lager for Father Christmas on Christmas Eve.
Lager?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Lager.
Yeah.
Beer?
Yeah.
I guess.
Drunk children?
Yeah.
I've got questions.
Yeah. The
No, it's
English.
The
for
lager
Father
is
Christmas.
For Father Christmas.
He is of
He'll
age
only turn
to
up if you
drink.
give him a pint of beer. Otherwise, he ain't.
But
none of this milk and cookies.
he's driving during the night intoxicated.
Yeah.
The
Home
reindeer
to
are
home.
driving. It's fine. It's fine.
And then he's pulling a B&E into each house. Intoxicated, mind you.
Yep.
Honestly, you know what? We're going to switch things up. The whole idea of Santa Claus just intruding into one's home is the
it's a lot.
epitome
It's a lot.
of white privilege. I just want everyone to understand.
Yeah, that's true. And he only gets away with it because he's white.
Get that in there. I just want to tell that joke.
With that, we are going to jump. Another bramble portal wrenches open, and you all hear, Isaac!
Oh,
You son of a bitch!
the world is saved, ladies and gentlemen. Come here, mama.
How are you not gonna get word to me for how many months have you been gone and I have to find out from a fucking mushroom?
All right, listen, mama. If I'm being honest, we got kind of lost.
She's just like smacking you upside the head. Just like,
yeah, okay, definitely on me. But we need to save the day.
uh-huh.
And who better to save the day than the lady that's been saving the day for me since I don't know when I can remember.
I see how it is. Too high and mighty to send word that you're not dead until you need mama to come fight your battles for you.
Absolutely, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Sphinx is like,
And how are you, Mr. Spinks? It is good to see you.
You know, I would be better if I had some of your amazing cooking.
Well, y'all are in luck because I very rarely go anywhere without a fresh tray of cornbread. And she just hammer space produces cornbread for everyone.
with mitts on and everything.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
June pulls out some butter and some honey.
Oh my god.
See, now there's a young lady who is prepared. That's what I like to see out of a force that's going to storm the Imperial Palace.
We might need your assistance, Mama, in some dangerous situations.
I had a feeling.
But it's not that dangerous. Our friend over here, this is our friend the Scarab. They are very important.
Wonderful to make your acquaintance, Scarab, is it? And they nod. Bit of an odd one, isn't it, son?
No, they have their ways of communicating, and
All right. All in due course, of course. You're not going to tell your mother anything up front. All right, I'm going to... Listen, son, I am along for the ride. You are telling me that you want me to stay put and make sure that the lid stays on this little situation in case things get nasty?
yes, they are very important to this situation. Then he'll pull out the axe of astronomy. Mama, this one is really a one-way ticket to do what we're about to do. And I wouldn't be much of a son if I wasn't planning on making sure I put all of my family in the best position to keep them safe. Of course, I'm going to give the scariest woman I know this cool-ass axe. And I met up with Griffin.
Griffin? He's still alive.
Yeah, he's made some choice career decisions, but hopefully I can have another conversation with him in hopes to bring a little family reunion in this most dire of times, I guess.
Isaac, you know I'm here for you. You know I'm going to do what needs doing. You know that I will hold down the fort, and she clanks the axe on the cobble, with my dying breath. You bring your baby brother back to me, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Good boy. And I think with that, we are going to jump ahead in the evening again to this time when everyone has sort of splintered off and is doing, sort of different odd jobs. And I think that we actually are going to catch a glimpse of Risa distributing cornbread with June.
Nice.
As Risa sort of takes another piece of cornbread, hands it off to June to butter and honey. How you doing, darling?
Oh, just trying to do what I do best and
that
protect my family.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier with, this cornbread filling my belly. Oh my gosh, I just need a couple more.
Yeah, of course. You take as many
She'll
as you need there, June.
Pull out some pepper jelly.
Damn, you have like a selection of spreads. Isaac's
I've
always going on about how unprepared you are and how out of pocket you are. Is he tell
I mean, if
tales?
this is not out of pocket, I don't know what is.
It just seems like good old horse sense to me.
I know it's been good. Well, good as it can be for now.
Yeah.
We're all together now, so. How have you been?
Well, things in Agrabah have not been particularly good, but we're getting by on very little news.
There's just little news about what's going on in the town.
You worried about your home?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, they got Benny. I mean, come on, they got Benny. They're fine.
And Quan, for whatever that's worth.
Makes me feel a lot better having a axe drummer member over there.
We've gotten a little bit of intel. They seem to be doing okay. Things cooled off a little ways after y'all departed. It seemed like the Empire started taking less and less interest in the territories up north. You're gonna have a home to go to, June.
I don't know if that's where I feel at home anymore. I still love it. It's still, my mom and daddy's place, but feeling a little more free, if you know what I mean.
It's interesting when you said that you were doing what you did best, protecting the people that you loved. I felt that. I'm not going to lie to you. I've spent most of my life protecting the people that I love. Hell, the way that I met Maximus was keeping him from getting his ass thrown into a burning building. And I think in all that doing, I'm not sure that I ever did feel free. I don't know that I got a lot of wisdom for you, Juniper. I've kind of had a bit of a one-track life. But speaking from the sidelines, I'd say if you are good to go somewhere for you.
I never really thought about that.
I can tell. I think you and I are cut from a pretty similar cloth. It's a big world, June. And you can't save all of it.
Well, if I could save my tiny part, or at least try.
I know you're going to be able to do it. You ain't got that quit in you.
No, thank you. And not just for the cornbread, but for your kind words. Isaac got his bullshitting from his daddy. Where did because
Oh, it's all Quan. It's all Quan. I don't know how that happened, but all the reflection kind of landed on Quan specifically, and maybe because Isaac was off playing and horsing around all day, but you never can tell with kids, can you?
I guess you can't.
And with that, we are going to jump back to the monastery. Guard, you have just slammed back into your body. And you and June stand on opposite sides of this room, knowing full well that if you take a step, you will trigger more of these darts. But you have dismantled surveillance. June, you see Guard kind of regain consciousness. What did the two of you do?
I'm gonna have the Echo standing on Guard's feet, like daddy-daughter dance style.
Why?
Then I'm gonna switch.
Oh,
Switch with
okay.
my Echo. Are you okay?
I'm fine. And you see that like chunks of the armor look like they've like been like sort of like eroded a little bit, and there's like a little bit of extra like cracking at the bottom of like the gemstone that is my head.
June's gonna tap on Guard's shoulder and point. I think the door's behind you. The door that Trent was trying to get through. That's where she was trying to go.
I'm gonna try to long jump across the room as far as I can.
Okay.
Not
Go
anything
ahead and,
fancy, just a regular long
roll me
jump.
an athletics check.
That's really fucking good. I rolled a 19, so 28.
We see June kind of climb onto your back, and you do a standing leap, and you actually fly into the door and like dig your hands and cricket kickers into the door so that you're not touching the ground that the door connects to. You're just like stuck to the outside of the door.
And then we push it open.
You kind of wrench it off its hinges and swing yourself gently inside. And you see a small closet with nothing but a thick rope running from one side to the other into the walls.
It's the red button.
It looks like a piece of rope. I look for a button.
I want to climb down. I don't want to pull on it.
Sure.
But I want to feel if it's got just a tiny... I just want to trace it up to one of the holes.
It definitely has
And-
give. It definitely feels like if you were to grab this thing kind of with both hands and pull down, it would pull something.
Maybe we don't touch this. Actually, I got an idea. And she'll take out the bond dagger, and she'll gently cut the rope.
Oh my.
Oh no!
Oh,
Why are you
fuck.
saying that? I would have done the same thing, Sam.
No, it's not a bad
if
idea.
there's
It's not a
gotta-
bad idea.
if there-
It's not a bad
if
idea. It's not a
there's
bad idea.
Pressure that needs to be put
no,
on
it's
it.
absolutely.
I'm just gonna.
It's a good idea. It's just dangerous. Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check.
Oh no!
18.
Okay. You start sawing your way through this kind of thick cord, and about halfway through, you slip a little bit, and you feel one side kind of tug, and you definitely start to feel resistance as if it's pulling against something, and you ease off really quickly, and then continue to saw away until it is cut and slack on both ends. As the rope sort of goes slack, you hear something behind you, a little clicking sound. You turn around and you can see that all of the pressure plates have released. They're all up. So you can see them and maneuver around them. So it seems like whatever alert mechanism was potentially connected to the pressure plate system here.
Oh god.
I guess we should go find the others.
I'm ready.
And as soon as you say that, we cut.
That's me going like, I'm trying!
Move it. I can't hold them all day.
You are throwing everything into a large bag.
Yeah, if there's a sack nearby, anything
Yeah.
I think that's going to be
Okay.
useful, I'm like,
Go ahead and roll me. The better of an athletics or sleight of hand check.
15?
Okay. On a 15, Safra, you manage to grab just 8 things kind of at random and shove them into this bag. And you hear the door.
All right, time to go. Time to go.
All right, see you later, losers. Just gonna-
Incredible. The two of you make your way through an outer office that is completely abandoned and then run out into the dim grays and greens of dawn.
Oh, the courtyard. That's right.
You were in the courtyard.
Why do I feel like I ran like Waluigi with a sack on his back?
That's really good. That's really good.
Sorry, had that in my mind. We're in the courtyard. We can't see anything. Can I do like
You can't, pleb.
What do you mean? You said
There
there's
is some light.
dawn.
There is some
There's
light. There is some light. There is some light. Are you running straight out into the courtyard, or are you
We're trying to meet up with our murder squad.
stealth check? Saffron, you can pop pass without trace if you want. Obviously, it'll trigger another wild magic surge.
I got 15.
2 17s for a 17.
Let's fucking go.
Okay. DC here was not very high. They did not roll well. The two of you run out and immediately clock two archers in the high tower toward the north of this island, who are able to train on your position but are facing the other direction in this moment.
Want to beeline it to where
Yeah, the monastery.
Juniper and Juniper and Guard are. Yeah, that is Isaac's main objective.
Okay. So it's actually a couple of buildings away. So I am going to ask you for a series of group stealth checks. You are trying to beat an 8, a 10, and a 12. Not crazy high.
First one is a 5, so I failed that one.
That's a nat 1. I roll at disadvantage.
No, it's fine. I just imagine we're just like you in your armor, me in my sack, just like clonk, 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 clonk.
All right, let's see how this goes. Safra, does a 20 hit your armor class?
Just, yes.
And Isaac does a 21.
21 does hit me. Oh wait, I gotta check. Can I do my reaction? Throw my shield for Saffras?
Yes, you can. Yeah, that imposes disadvantage.
Use your reaction. Yes, impose disadvantage on attack roll.
Safra, you see an arrow coming straight for you, and Isaac whips the shield out in front of you, and it clanks off of the arrow. The arrow clatters to the ground, and the shield returns to Isaac. But in doing so, he leaves himself vulnerable, and one slams straight into his chest for 15 points of damage. And you all hear thung, 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 thung. And bells begin to ring in the far watchtower from whence the arrows originated, but soon you are hearing them in every wall.
I'm assuming at this stage the chaos is already happening in the city, or has it not started yet?
It sounds like you may have just set it off.
Yeah, great. Because otherwise I would have been like telling Scarab to like, get him to go, 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 go.
This is the moment. If you want to tell Scarab,
chaos.
this is the moment.
Yes. Absolutely.
You guys did everything right in this process. The two of you are going to keep running?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Another arrow misses. And you make it to the next break. An arrow hits Safra. Isaac, do you want to use the disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
That's a 16, so a 20 will not hit. That's another miss on the arrow. One more before you all make it to the door of the monastery. That's a hit. Isaac, do you want to use it again?
Yep.
That's a hit. I rolled the exact same thing twice. 21.
Okay.
Safra, you take 15 points of damage.
That's fine. I'll take it this time. We're spreading it out.
Yeah.
We're spreading it out.
Right.
And the two of you shoulder into this monastery and stumble into a reception hall that has been abandoned for what looks like months. And it is at that point that Guard and June enter the room.
I just get in and go, arrows sticking out of us.
Hi.
How did it go?
Oh, guard destroyed. Trent.
Looks like she put up a fight. Come here, buddy.
I'm fine.
Yeah, okay. How many
Yeah,
times I
okay,
gotta
sure.
tell you don't bullshit a bullshitter? Isaac will give guard. Oh, I'm guessing you're like on death's door.
Here's
dude.
what I'm gonna tell you. I'm not on death saves, but I'm at less than a third, is what I'll say. If we're not
Okay.
trying to be too metagamey.
I can.
And
I
I
can
will
do some
also
cure
say
wounds
that
too.
if we
So.
just a minor bit of metagamey, don't make sure you have enough to bring people back. That's going to be
Oh,
more
I
important.
have more than enough.
okay.
I have all my good berries. That's absolutely fine.
Okay.
Do you want to distribute some of those?
Yes. I think I probably would have beforehand, but everyone has a couple of good berries.
Okay,
Like,
you're gonna
a couple of chocolate.
that you can have done
Yes.
back with Scarab, so you don't have to trigger the wild magic save.
Yeah, no, I would have had the chocolates just handed out.
That's more than enough. I'm just going to say, like, I'm a really bad roll of fireball away from death, but I'm not, like, about to die.
You all have 2 good berries, including we'll have 2 ready for Spinks when he shows up.
As you put your hands on guard and heal him, it sort of looks like these ethereal, like, veins or like little tunnels almost appear where all the like fracturing of the armor was. And when they connect, the armor kind of just fades back into existence where it was
Ooh.
broken.
That's cool. I like that. June, are you okay?
I'm totally fine.
Saphra's gonna kind of like grab you and kind of like do a, like hold your face, look around, lift up a lip, just check your teeth.
I try. Okay.
Are you sure? You're not lying, because we can make sure
I'm
you're
not-
okay.
No.
You can also make sure you're not lying.
I'm all right.
Okay.
Saphra, you clank the magic items down on the ground.
Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I got loot. Pronk.
Let's actually go ahead and we'll go around the pile here. Who actually, let's just go in the order of my lineup here. Guard.
Guard walks over, reaches in, pulls something out.
As you dig your hand into this bag, you pull out pretty much the smallest item you could have connected with. It is a ring.
This is the astronomer's ring by our dear Derek Silverstone.
Thank
While
you
you're
very much,
wearing
Derek.
this ring, the light and stars shine to your eyes. You have dark vision out to a range of 30 feet, or if you already have it, it's extended. And then once per day, I can use the ring to summon a large spectral guardian, which hovers in an unoccupied space within 30 feet of me for up to 8 hours. And I can either summon the Revenant, the Magi, or the Phoenix. The Revenant basically is a combat one. It swings around a big spectral blade and deals radiant damage. The Magi looks like it works like the alarm spell. And the Phoenix heals creatures that start their turn. No, that use their bonus action while they are within 10 feet of it.
That's cool. Shit.
That's fucking sick. That's very cool.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
it sinks onto my hand.
Amazing. So we are going to go to Emily.
This is the hook by Foxglove. When you hit with an attack with this weapon and don't have disadvantage, you can pull the target 30 feet towards you, provided the target is of size large or smaller. She's just going to be like, oh,
Thank you,
sick.
Foxglove. All right.
Thank you very much. I like imagining like a little grappling hook.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
All right. We are going to go to Isaac.
Cloak of Anti-Smite by Derek Silverstone.
Another Derek original.
Thank you, Derek. Holy shit, thank you, Derek. While wearing this cloak,
Holy shit.
you have immunity to damage from Divine Smite, Eldritch Smite, and all Smite spells and effects.
That's cool.
Jeez.
That is definitely, as I am the
That's
healer,
clutch.
very important.
That's very good. That's very good. We're going to go to June.
The Bond Cloak by the Silent Bard. There are any number of cloaks in the world designed to cover you from a number of things, but none so adept at covering your bond as this one. Appearing like
Good a minute ago.
yeah, I know, right?
Damn.
Appearing like an average average cloak, this magic item hides your bond, allowing you to add your wisdom modifier to charisma. Thank fuck. I know that. And dexterity. Hey, checks made against those tracking bond.
I love it.
Yeah. I'm
Maybe a
invisible,
little bit
bitches.
less useful than it would have been an episode ago, but it's fine.
We have it now,
Incredible.
though. That's the important thing.
Yes,
have
yes,
it
yes,
now.
yes. Yes,
And
absolutely.
the Porky, way to get decapitated and not get us our shit on time.
No kidding. All right, we are going to go back around to the top with Guard, and Cinder, you are looking for the Bond spyglass.
The Bond spyglass brought to us by our dear Foxglove. When looking through this spyglass, you have true sight out to 120 feet and can see Bond out to the same distance.
That's cool.
As I pull out this spyglass, if possible, I think I'm just gonna grab some rope and like bands of leather and literally wrap it around my head and just hold it up to my head, just like wear it like a goggle.
monocle?
Yeah, like a monocle.
The awesomeness of being a robot.
I will let you do that, I think.
Yay.
I will let you do that.
Yeah,
I just love how Guard just looks goofier and goofier through
It's getting out of
Oh,
pocket,
it's so
man.
good.
It's getting out of control. I feel
It
bad
got out
for the
of control
fan
a while
artists.
ago.
Like,
Yeah,
out
it's
of
like,
control
now
a
what
while
have I
ago.
added?
they're just. I'm just imagining like our fan artists just like poured over their fucking light desks, just sweating, just profusely,
Do you know
just
how
like,
hard it is
God
just for
damn
the
it, God.
thumbnails on Hero Forge to try and make this monstrosity?
Oh my god.
I'm just like,
He's got another one. He's got another one.
how do I put weird bone legs and shit? I don't know what's going
Oh
on.
my God. Okay.
Very good.
We are gonna go. We're gonna move next
Sorry, not sorry.
to Saphira. Emily, could you grab the cloak of billowing, please?
Yes! Oh,
Yes.
Advanced
Cloak of
cloak of billowing.
billowing.
Advanced cloak of billowing.
oh, yes, I see it. By Derek Silverstone again. While wearing this cloak, you can use a bonus action to make it billow dramatically. Which I love. Additionally, anytime you fall more than 20 feet, the cloak automatically casts Feather Fall on you, which is fantastic. I love that a lot. Thank you so much.
All right. And then we are going to go around to Isaac.
The Helm of Expression by the Silent Bard. Thank you, the Silent Bard. This unusual helmet covers the wearer's entire head, including the face, which is hidden behind an illusory plate. As a bonus action, the wearer can cause this plate to take the shape of any creature that they've seen before with any expression.
Whoa.
I love it.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
This illusion can be animated to track your facial movements. Oh, additionally, while wearing the helmet, the wearer has advantage on charisma checks against creatures that can see them.
I love it.
Cool.
Right at the bottom of this swag bag, we are going to grab the last item, June.
So, it's the BFF necklace by Foxglove. Thank you, Foxglove. This item is 2 necklaces that each have half a heart on the end of their chain that sticks together to form a heart. 2 creatures may attune to this item. You can communicate telepathically with the other attuned creature so long as you are both on the same plane of existence. As a bonus action, while within 100 feet of each other, you can see and hear through the other's attuned creature's senses until the start of your next turn. While doing so, you're blind and deaf to your own surroundings.
That's fair. That's
Whoa.
cool.
That's so sick. I love it.
And that is what you get from the armory.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you to all of our wonderful patrons for these magic item submissions.
Thank you so much.
You are all incredible, and you have been throughout the entire rally journey.
You have made our lives so much more interesting.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And longer living in some aspects. Let's be honest.
turns out.
No
turns
kidding.
out. All right. You all managed to sort of tear your way through this bag of items. A far more somber affair than the days of old when Porky brought gifts. And I think you all feel that absence poignantly in this empty room, in this hollow space on this soulless island. But you have a moment to catch your breath, because all has gone quiet outside. Bells have stopped ringing.
GM, where's that bridge at? Wasn't there a bridge?
Yeah, there's a bridge that is the front entrance to this establishment. It is to the sort of northeast of your current position. You have to go all the way through the front gate in the north and then east across the bridge.
Okay, I just remember one of our plans being drop Sligo off there.
Yeah, you'd have to effectively not backtrack. It is in a different direction, but you'd have to effectively fight your way to that bridge. The alternative is that you could have preemptively given the Sligo token to someone else to rock up on that bridge.
Ooh, and we haven't said who's at that bridge yet.
That's true.
I feel like that's a perfect time for a transition.
That bridge was not somewhere that you were sending a contingent, so if you're going to be sending someone else, you need to pick someone who is not going to be one of the in one of the save houses.
So who's left for us to... Is there anyone left? Did we do all 5?
Rami, Katarin, Hank could potentially go back. I think those are your options.
I feel like Rami, just story-wise, because that's when we met Rami as well. But
could have Rami do it
if we want to drop the token off.
Yeah, I'm happy to say that we gave it to Rami if Rami wants to do a little solo mission. Didn't Rami... So I just realized back in the in Arc 3, Rami did have to fucking kite Sligo as well.
Yep.
So
It's
she's
true.
not used to it.
That's why I
Hey, remember
called
that
it.
nightmare we put you through last time? Guess what? Get your red shirt on. It's time for you to be that character again.
So who wants to tell them?
Speaking of which, Isaac,
Okay, listen,
you want me to do what?
you did such a wonderful job last time with Sligo. I feel like if he saw a memorable face, he'd be...
What the fuck was I thinking?
You were thinking about all the grand adventures you'd have with new friends.
I swear to God, Isaac, I will flay your skin from your bones and use it to make the next saddle for my next elephant.
So
To be completely fair, what are your other options? Getting your arm and your head chopped off from God previously? I feel like this was a better choice in the long
Are
run.
you really trying to make this sound better because the alternative would have been you would have killed me?
I wouldn't have. God definitely would have.
Yeah, great. All right.
Listen, it's just gonna make you sound even more badass when you go on more of your own adventures.
Step by step, what do you need me to do?
Okay, so I give you this. God, you got that coin?
I reach in side of my armor, pull out the Sligo coin, and hand it to you.
Okay,
It
take
looks
this
like one of those
coin.
thumpers from Dune. Like,
Nice. Okay, hold on. Do not drop this at any
Right.
point in your entire life until you really need to. Okay,
Right.
you're gonna go to the front gate by the bridge that leads to the Empress's spaces in
This is a
festivities.
suicide mission. You're asking me to go on the suicide mission. Again.
You are one of the most stealthy individuals we have. You've been walking around the city and nobody knows who you are. You're gonna drop a
Gee,
coin.
thanks.
Oh.
Local woman less important than the big hero. Huh?
Rami, you are the big hero. That's why I'm trusting you with this very important job.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check. Not with your new...
I know. Natural 20.
Hell yeah!
Let's go.
You're kidding me.
You are one of
Ah,
the most...
Fighting for this particular cause. Okay. I'm in this one. They took my fucking elephant. Dying for this leg of the cockamamie plan. Harder sell. What's in it for me?
Do I have to offer? I'm just a guy.
Uh-huh.
He holds the cornbread he just got from his mom. Not that. Never that.
You don't have my cornbread.
Immediately eats it as he's thinking. Not even an option.
I mean, I honestly can't blame you. It's good cornbread.
How about this? I give you my undying loyalty, friendship, and IOUs.
Hey, Rami, you sure you don't want to start batting for the other team? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna roll a little insight check here, and
What are you talking about?
what I'm interested in on this insight check. What I'm interested in on this insight check is whether or not Isaac is sort of oblivious or is intentionally deflecting.
His mom's here. It's kind of weird.
Oh my god.
25.
25? Do you want me to roll
Christ.
deception or?
No, you don't have to roll anything. I'm just
Yeah.
asking you.
25. With a 25, she would know that Isaac cares about Rami very, very much, and he's actually terrified of sending them on this mission. But the reason why he is not willing to offer himself is because he doesn't know if he's coming back from this.
Then I think what we see is Rami soften a little bit. And she holds this token kind of close. And with her free hand, grabs your flannel collar, pulls you closer, and kisses your cheek.
Immediately purple across Isaac's face.
So cute.
Isaac Ekströmer,
Hmm?
you are the most stubborn survivor I have ever met. I will see you on the other side, huh?
Looks into her eyes. Listening to the words that she said specifically. I can promise you that, Rami.
And we cut back to the present as the signal goes out and Rami slips from the shadows of the early morning light and begins to walk across the bridge. And from the distance we hear, "Halt! No one admitted past that point. Stop approaching. We have arrows trained on your position. You have to stop. We will open fire. Stop now!" Isaac, if I could please get you to roll me a d20.
Oh my god.
How are you gonna make me go through that fucking scene and then make me roll this shit?
It's what love
Don't kill your
is.
girlfriend. Don't kill your girlfriend.
I wouldn't know. Alright, here we go.
What?
It's a 2.
An arrow slams into her gut. Oh, you have no idea what the hell you're in for, do you? And she keeps pushing. Craig, if you could please roll me another d20.
A 12.
Another arrow whizzes toward her and she steps out of the way and it sinks into the bridge. And she holds up the token and we hear the sound of bows being rearmed.
The two of you might want to consider getting down from there.
Craig, could I please get you to roll me a d4?
4.
Oh no.
The token begins to glow. Sligo will arrive in 4 rounds.
Oh my goodness gracious, welcome to the mid-roll. It's me, Cinder. Sometimes I play guard, but other times I do other things, like in our little one-shot arcs that we do, where we have separate adventures around the world of Rally, whether that's playing as the children of Rally in Kids on Boars, or going to ancient, mysterious libraries, or learning about the mythologies, the landscape, the history of Rally in our lovely little mini-arcs. Now, you can see some of them right now, but if you want to listen to all of them and get all of the juicy goss, then you got to check out our Patreon. That's right, friends. If you want to support us, Patreon's a great way to do it. You get early access to all of our bonus arcs, as well as some other fun little tiddly bits, and we appreciate it oh so much. So thank you if you support us on Patreon, and if you don't, consider doing it. Our Rally defenders, our champions of the arena, you are the true wind beneath our wings. Darlene Wallace, Dark Steel Panda, Derek Silverstone, GamerTube HD, Icewind Gale, Lucas Carter, Out of Print GM, Patty, Randolph Jenkins, and Selena. Thank you so much for your support. High five forever. Go team. Also, we should probably get back to the show soon. I'm not sure how long this mid-roll is supposed to be, so I'm ending it now.
You are all standing in the reception room of the Sisterhood Monastery. The bells have gone quiet, and you start to realize that it is an ominous quiet. June, it is your turn in initiative. We are moving into initiative order, and I've got a feeling we're going to be in initiative order probably until the end of the game.
I hand one of the halves of the best friend necklaces to Guard. I'm going to look outside the door. I'm going to peek outside the door.
Roll me a stealth check, please.
Nah. What's 6 plus 9? 15?
Yes.
Yes, 15. Cool. 15 is good. You poke your head out of this door and do not have it immediately taken off by an arrow because the archers do not see you. However, you do see a phalanx of wardens between you and the fortress that towers from the center of this island. Spears drawn.
I have 2 ideas. There is idea number 1, which is we could use the cannon if we want to. I also have a keg of sap that is not needed to make the cannon work. So we could huck the keg of sap into them, and then Spinks or someone could set it on fire. If we wanted to just do a good old-fashioned explosion and keep the cannon for another moment later on.
My idea was the same as Cinder's. We go in guns a-blazing, and I have a way of probably misdirecting them. Mine could possibly have a lot of them focusing in the wrong directions if done correctly. Basically, I would change my face into griffins and then start ordering them to do separate things.
Let's do that. Let's do that to start, and then I'll huck a keg, and then someone blows it up.
We start with explosion to distract.
Okay.
And then
Oh, yeah. I'm cool with that. Great.
June.
I'm gonna wait for the go. Yeah, already like a quarterstaff attack. If I
Okay,
need
so you're
to.
just going to go out, you're going to start swinging on whomever. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Saffra,
Hi.
you want to bring in Spinks?
I do. It is time. I am going to summon Sphinx. You see the tattoo glow, but this time it's kind of like almost like a cold flame instead of like the red flame as he comes out, and he's just gonna appear next to me as always.
I What's happening? What's going on?
It's all right, Smith. We're about to go and explode some people. We will run. It's going to be great.
Oh, yes. It's going to be so good. I'm ready.
And Sappho is going to ready a bow shot if she needs to shoot the keg. So
Okay. Guard, it's your turn.
Guard is going to take a second, look over his allies, give everybody a little nod. He's going to grab the cannon in one hand, the keg in the other, and start trying to drag them to the door. And as he walks forward, the runes on his armor start to glow, and the armor almost cracks as it starts to sort of splinter apart, those tethers of bond stretching as Guard grows larger and larger to the point where he can actually pick up the cannon and the keg.
Yes!
I'm going to kick the door off of its hinges and throw the keg as hard as I can towards the center mass of the men. Then I'm going to take the cannon in my arm, axe on my back, shoulder down, as a large guardian, and start sprinting just into them. I'm just making a path.
Sappho, lit arrow. You ready to go?
I am ready to go. I want to try and get this explosion done before Guard really gets into the middle of it.
Can I get Cinder and Emily to please each roll me a d10?
7.
5.
12 bodies go flying in 38 parts.
We're entering our doom era, boys!
Sphinx just has like a chainsaw.
Let's go!
Sunglasses on. Flamethrower ready.
Chaos erupts as the smell of burnt flesh carries through the air. That is Guard's turn and Sappho's action. June, do you want to get up in the mix real quick before Isaac does his thing?
Let's go. Yep.
Okay. Please go ahead and roll me a d4.
4.
You take out 4 people. What does this look like?
Nice.
She leaps up and helicopters her bow staff and just sweeps across, nailing 4 guys in the neck.
In their singular collective, their one neck that they share at the end of it.
Yes, the one.
Their
and their
spines
necks.
are folded together like a deck of cards. Fantastic. Disgusting.
Oh, yes.
Isaac, it's your turn.
As the explosion goes off and chaos goes all around, Isaac kind of like slips out of the room. Immediately his face turns into Griffin's. And I would like to get to the edge of the enemies basically. And shout out, down that way. There's more of them. In a separate direction opposite of where my friends are.
Great.
So basically toward the front gate would be the opposite direction.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and
move towards the front gate too, because they might.
roll me a deception check with advantage.
Natural 19 for a 27.
Yeah.
Okay. Isaac, if you could please roll me a d10.
2.
Okay. You see about a dozen of them start to move, and then amongst them they reach a consensus that 2 of them should specifically go in that direction. And you send 2 of them off. You all have taken out, I believe, close on to 20 at this point. 18. You guys have taken out 18. We are going to start at the top of the next round. As this mob is going to barrel more or less directly at Guard. Are you raging?
No, actually I'm not.
Okay.
Oh.
I wanted to be raging, but I needed to be giant to do all that other stuff.
Yeah, that's better.
17.
17 hits.
You take 5 points of piercing damage as they come at you with spears. Does a 5 hit Sphinx's armor class?
A 5?
Yeah. Okay. Sphinx is just shadow boxing around these spears with this chainsaw
so cool.
that he has for some reason. We cut to Rami. And Craig, I would like you to please roll me another d20.
Oh, okay. Oh, 19.
Okay. Another volley of arrows launches on her position, and she whips Oz's buckler up, catching
Nice.
3 of them. Come on, you son of a bitch, come on.
Oh my god, do I?
She's going to hold her position.
I roll 4 more times, but 3 more
3
times.
more rounds.
It's okay.
June, as you start to get yourself into this crowd, you can kind of make out what you're looking at a little bit more clearly. And you see that there are buildings that line kind of either side of this main thoroughfare past the monastery that this group of wardens is sort of trying to block off. You can actually now see that they are defending a gatehouse immediately behind them that has shuttered its doors. It's a few steps up to the shuttered doors. The shuttered doors, beyond the shuttered doors is the next level of this island, which is where the central fortress is. So presumably it's just that building behind this sort of inner cloister gate. So you see that once you get through all of these people, you're going to have doors or a wall to contend with. You also see that there are trees interspersed amongst kind of all of this chaos. What do you do?
For my first action, I'm going to run through the closest tree to me and to come out of the next tree, whatever tree is closest to the door.
Yeah, you can get past this whole group on your own, for sure.
And I want to take out whoever is closest to me near the door. I want to go after them.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a few people that are going to be kind of immediately behind you if you get out on the other side of them. You can go ahead and roll me another d4.
It's another 4.
You whip the Solstice staff, cracking the heads of 4 more wardens who
Nice.
fall down at your feet dead.
As a bonus action, can I make it rain?
Yes! I want to be fighting
Absolutely.
rain.
Just one fluid motion. And it begins to rain. Saffron, it's your turn.
Saphra is going to pull one of those small little vials out and Sphinx! And she's going to throw it, and he's just going to crunch it in his jaws.
What the
This
fuck?
vial of sap.
Cool.
Are you doing what I think you're doing?
Are you doing what I think you're doing?
Yes. So what I want to happen
Yeah.
is Sphinx to enter beast mode.
Yeah.
This is what I want. For a little while, I
Concept.
want him to be a full-ass dragon.
Con save.
A 15?
DC's 10 on a vial of pure sap.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll me 8d6.
A d6.
8d6.
Oh, 8d6. Oh my god. 24.
Sphinx mows down another 5, the front row of this remnant phalanx. What does that look like as the sap suffuses his filigreed form and grants him access to his 11th level breath weapon?
Sphinx, as he crunches the vial and the sap just fills his jaws, he falls down onto all fours, his scales bristling as this surge of energy just sort of travels down him. He grows a little bit larger and just belches out this roar of fire to whatever poor souls are in front of him. I'm gonna move towards where I saw June go. I'm gonna head towards the gate as well to get myself ready for that.
Guard, it's your turn.
At the start of Guard's turn, in his massive form, looking down at everyone, seeing Sphinx, now this true dragon flying above his head. My friend, he yells up to Sphinx. And his filigree is going to start to glow.
Yes.
And that filigree glow is going to enter into the cannon. And Guard is going to throw the cannon to Sphinx.
Oh my god.
Sphinx is gonna automatically, yes, and then I grab this like cannon on his back. Yes, just like the power going to his head.
And then Guard is going to take out the meteor axe, which has grown to fit his massive size. And I think he's just going to try to figure out where the most people are in a line and just start swinging and charging them like a train covered in a blender.
Covered in a blender. Only the best
Tiny fan art of
metaphors.
that.
Only the best metaphors on unbalanced encounters, folks. Can I please get you to roll me a d6?
A 5.
You take out another 5. What does this look like?
I think it looks like Guard is swinging his axe, but it is mostly people being crushed under the weight of him as he charges forward.
Nice.
We see some teeth, we see some blood, but a lot of it is just people vanishing from frame.
Yeah, it's just
So much
crunching. It
viscera.
sounds like cans being crushed.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The brittle crack of bone echoing through the palace grounds. Isaac, it's your turn.
Where's the largest amount of individuals, and are they charging towards my friends or away? What's going on?
So I think that it's now kind of a split group. There's probably about 10 and maybe slightly less than 10. Guard is kind of encircling the smaller group. The larger group seems to not be 100% sure whether or not they should be charging for you. They're like, what's going on? Why is Griffin standing kind of where he is? But the safest option for them is to fall back to Saphira and June and away from Sphinx. So that seems to be pretty high on their radar.
I'm gonna look to them like, what are you doing, fools? The two over there. Tell them I'm pointing at June and Saphira.
Yeah.
And then I'd like to cast Entangle as they would charge towards them.
Nice.
Shit. You're not even going to need to roll a check for that. They're just going to do that. All 10 of them. Their ankles are bound by these twisting red vines that push through the paved street. And they all start freaking out. They're stuck in place.
Nice.
76 on my wild magic if we're in radius of that.
We are.
What is that? What is that? What is that?
Isaac, I need you to tell me about a time that you were stuck in the dark.
One of our expeditions from Agravad to deal with the rebellion had us dealing with individuals in a cave system. And one of those cave systems collapsed. And Isaac, along with Dale, were stuck in the darkness with only our voices for a good 3 days.
At what point did you stop hearing Dale?
I would say probably roughly the beginning of the third day. Woke up in the morning, didn't hear his friend.
The voice you hear instead says, "This is it. This is the end. Nothing left to do but embrace it. Seems like it might be a good idea to figure out how to lean in. And I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw."
11.
Oof. You grope around and feel a knife on the ground, just a normal ass field knife. And you are overwhelmed by a bizarrely alluring impulse to let yourself sink into that darkness. What keeps you from doing it?
This time in his life, I think he has enough love for his best friend that pushes him to make sure that Dale makes it out of here. Come on now. Aren't you crushing on that consort back home? This would not be the best way to go.
And almost as if underwater, you hear, and it starts to clear. Isaac, what are you talking about? Come on, get up. I found a way out. And you realize that the reason why you hadn't heard him was not because you were coming undone. It was because he had gone to find a way out, and he brings you around a bend, and your eyes gleam. And you are temporarily blinded by a brilliant white light. You glow with bright light in a 30-foot radius for the next minute. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of you is blinded until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
Fuck. Oh my god, that's so cool.
Hell yeah.
So you just start like glowing with fucking the warden inside.
Charging towards y'all with the rest of the wardens, and then that happens.
Look to the light of the first dawn of the third day.
Guard, a 16 does not break your armor class?
A 16 matches my armor class.
So that's 2 hits, a 16 and a 17.
Yeah.
You take 11 points of piercing damage, halved now to 6. Craig, I need another d20.
Oh my god.
For your girl.
I don't want to do this. 10. Just on the 17 and
cusp.
it's it. Fuck you, Craig.
An arrow flies into her right shoulder, and the token falls out of her hand and begins rolling toward the edge of the bridge. And without thinking, she dives for it. God bastard, get back here! Grabs it, and then puts a hand to her stomach, feeling where she has driven the arrow deeper. I really wish Isaac would have told me how long this was supposed to take. Okay, Rami. You've been in worse scrapes, huh? Guard took your arm off. You should probably be okay, right? You better fucking work, you piece of shit thing. 2 more turns.
It's okay. It's alright. It's okay.
I'm not okay.
Is
This
it
is
okay?
me not okay.
Is it okay?
I'm not
This
grand.
is literally how I was feeling about the whole Jonathan sinking into the ground thing. I was like,
Yeah.
oh! So I feel you.
June, every single one of the wardens that you were being pursued by has been blinded and entangled by Isaac. You are staring down the closed final gate before the fortress.
The BBEG. A fucking door.
What do you do?
I want to open that door.
Okay. How are
I'd
you
like
going
to
about doing
open that door, please. Is there a handle?
There are
Is
like
it just unlocked? That'd be great.
there are like big foot diameter ornate handles.
It's
and-
like a big ass door.
Yes, and you are not entirely convinced that it isn't barred from the inside.
Can I go up or over top of it?
Sure, absolutely.
And I'd like to look over the other side.
I need a dex save.
20.
Okay. You grab an arrow out of midair. Do you want to turn
Ooh,
to the
yes.
archer in the gate and just kill him?
I would love to do that.
You just do that.
That's,
You just turn
do
around
that.
and throw this arrow back through this guy's eye, and he falls. He slumps over dead. As a matter of fact, Saffron, you see him fall into the courtyard with you. Just
Oh, damn. All right. Any more?
June, there's one other guy stationed atop this gate, this door. There's no one on the other side of this wall.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna send my echo at him with a quarterstaff attack. 23 to hit.
No additional damage roll required. Your echo swings the bond outline of your staff through this guy, and it connects with his wireframe, and his wireframe like rips out of him slightly, dragging him over the edge of this gatehouse, and he just sprawls out on the ground, a broken
Fucking sick.
mess.
She like
That
shakes.
is fucking soul.
The echo just shakes the staff a little bit to get the the skeleton off.
I love
All
it.
right.
Sick.
Incredible. All right, June, hell of a turn.
Can I use my bonus action to jump down onto the other side?
You can just do that. That's fine.
Cool, I just do that.
Okay, you drop down on the other side. All right, we are going to go to Saphra.
I think Spinks is he's in the thick of it a little bit with guard. And is there any people between him and the gate?
There are 8 people fighting guard, and there are 10 people entangled and blinded near Isaac. So, yeah.
In that case, Spinks is just going to face where he is, face the gate, and say, "Pathetic mortals!" and then just like fire the cannon at the gate, and whoever he takes out in the way, like that's fine. 32 damage.
Okay.
Instinctually, Isaac yells, "Get down, everyone!"
I'm going to give you an option here. You can blow the gate completely open or kill everyone.
Let's kill all the wardens, because then hopefully June can open the gate from the other side.
The fireball hits this gate, and this ancient, solid timber, so well weathered, blows the fire back, and it washes over all of the wardens, and they all die screaming.
Jesus, Spinks! Remind me not to let the power go to his head again after this moment. But for now, we'll let him have fun. June, open the gates!
What? Am I going immediately after you? I can just throw you up.
Oh yeah, fuck it. Because I'll float back down with my cloak.
I literally reach down, pick you up like a puppy dog by the scruff of your cloak, and just throw you up at the wall.
And
And the cloak.
then just floating. Oh, that was actually not bad.
I think the 3 of you actually get this gate open and push it open for Isaac and guard.
Get your hands off me, dragon! Oh, they're taking me away! Oh!
You all managed to make it into the interior courtyard.
Ay.
There is nothing that stands in between you and the fortress anymore. The center of the Imperial Palace is 5 stories tall. The tallest point on an island that rises up taller than anywhere else in Altair. A perfect bird's eye view of the Empressar and their lands. Sloped roofs come down into intricate awnings, filigree, but empty. A hollow echo of a more magical age. At its center, 2 more large, ornate doors, not for security, but for decor. Above that, a floor of windowless spaces. And then another. It is not until the 3rd floor that large, ornate windows begin to appear. Plate glass, except for one, overlooking the east face.
I assume it's the broken one.
Yeah.
And at the top, the smallest of the floors. Blank on all sides. But to the north, a window, obsidian dark. Even in the bright morning sun. And as you all take this in, we cut away to Rami. What's that D20?
15.
Yeah, 15 does it. She throws herself out of the way of additional arrows.
Nice.
Oh, for the love of God. And she looks up, and the front doors to the Imperial Palace have been opened, and guards are starting to pour out in her direction. Well, that's probably a good thing for the plan, if not necessarily a good thing for me. Okay. All right, girl, come on, you can do this. Fate of the world and all that, come on. And I am going to go ahead, we're going to just jump straight to her next roll. I'm going to ask you for one final dex save.
For the people.
Rami, you will not be forgotten.
12
That was a 12 on the die.
on the die.
Okay. Rami gets a +5 to dexterity saves.
Everybody just grabbed themselves. And that sounds inappropriate, but it was all chests and faces and like
Oh, that's a 17.
Rami's feet flip up over her head, and she pushes herself up just in time to jump back 5 feet and away. From the cresting wave of the cleanser deep beneath the Altair River. And he beaches himself upon the palace side of the bridge and begins to devour anyone and anything in his wake.
Oh my god, I think I just came.
Patrick, you are the same shade
You know
as
what's
the
crazy?
red fan behind
I was gonna
you.
say, I don't think I've ever seen somebody's face change color that quickly.
That fast.
The way I stopped breathing.
I agree with Emily so hard because when I saw it in my mind's eye, I was like, that shit's sick.
Yes! Oh, it's the moment we've all been waiting for so long. We've wanted to unleash Sligo on this fucking, castle for so long.
Yes, the worm bomb. Let's go.
Yes.
And with that, we are going to cut late into the night before your onslaught begins. The final tunnel opens, and Bartleby leads out Haris Alzaroon and Safra's brothers and a small host of people that you never thought you would see again. It took a lot of doing, but I think I rounded up the best of us, huh?
Dazi, Ardo, and she's gonna grab them both and
What? Safra!
Oh, I'm glad you're not dead.
Not a lot of things dying from in the completely sundered southern front. We were disbanded ages ago.
You can make up for it in the next few hours.
That is
honestly.
the fucking plan.
You have no idea how excited I am to just shower in blood.
Put us in, coach. Where the fuck are we going?
Alright, come. And she's gonna drag them both over and, also, wait for her dad to come over. Look at the city, and she's gonna tell, Big Paul and his Krakow are going to be here. We have Sherwood at the gate. We've got Where would we like to party now? My guys.
You guys wanted 2 contingents at the museum, 1 at the harbor, 1 at the Temple of Will, 1 at the front gate. So you've got 1
Temple of
museum,
Will.
harbor, front gate. You want to put them at you want to put Haris at the Temple of Will?
Yeah. So I think this is going to be the best place for you boys to have the most amount of fun. What do you think?
Where are you guys putting, really quickly, where are you guys putting the rest of the Agra generals that have already arrived? Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Hank be the NPC that represents those. He's gonna get back out, and he's going to lead them. So where do you want to put Hank?
Did you want to have him as the second for here, and then he can go and support?
Potentially, he could be the
Other
mobile
places.
contingent, the one who
Yeah.
leaves.
Yeah, the back and forth. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking.
Cool. Amazing. And I think that the sort of last conversation that we see before Safra has to leave for this fight, I think we see her restringing her bow, giving her newfound Tanine armor a bit of polish. And her father comes up. Look at you, huh?
Thank you for doing what you said you would do.
It was about time, huh?
I feel like I should say that, it's very dangerous what we're doing. I don't know whether this is going to be the last time I see you. Even if we are successful. Basically, I'm on borrowed time.
I had a feeling. I don't know much about what it is you're dealing with. I'm not sure anyone does.
Let's just say I owe a god a very big favor. You know, at least I've had this time, and I got to see my brothers again, and we will go out in a blaze of glory.
Safra. Darling. You do not need to justify yourself to me. You do not need to cover that you are afraid. That you do not want to be lost.
The funny thing is, I'm not afraid. I'm sad. And I'm sad for everyone I'm going to leave behind. And I don't want anyone to hurt. But I'm not afraid. It's just a mourning, I suppose.
And you see him kind of choke up a little bit and sort of pull back. He shakes his head. I have already had to mourn you too many times. I hope you will understand if I don't do so preemptively.
I respect that. I'm trying not to do the same.
I love you. And I am proud of you.
I love you too.
You do your best to come back to me for whatever time you have, nah?
I can make you no promises.
You have never before in your life. And we cut back to the five of you standing in front of the doors to the Imperial Palace.
Let me in. I want to taste that flesh in my mouth.
And a Sphinx like walking forward.
I imagine that Sphinx knocks guard out of the way to go in first.
No. I want to send my echo in front of Sphinx.
June, you send the echo in and feel drained as it disintegrates.
There it was.
Whoa.
But that was a very smart thing to do. I need marching order.
After that, I think Sphinx will go first, because if he does also disintegrate, then
Okay.
it's not too bad.
Okay.
I was gonna say guard goes behind Sphinx
Yeah,
second.
I'm
Okay.
that.
Sphinx, guard.
I think Harissa should be in the back. She's got range. She's got the range.
Yeah.
I do indeed. That's fair. All right, I'll be at the back.
Spinks, Guard, Isaac, June, Saphra.
Sure.
Yes.
Spinks makes it across the threshold and walks in to an impossibly bountifully decorated space. Eagles sat upon every available surface, stone and ceramic hewn. Filigree, or that hollow mockery thereof, borders every door, traces along every baseboard. Mosaics, tile representations of the Empressar and their exploits adorn the walls, the floors, the ceiling of this space. It is very dark. The oil lamps have not been lit. You get the immediate sense that they were expecting unpleasant company. You all fill into this room, and then Isaac, you feel a little jab at your jugular. All right, everybody stay calm. Isaac, no sudden movements. Understand?
Griffin, Mama gonna be real upset if I don't get you out of here alive.
Understood and respected. All you gotta do is not do anything crazy, which I know is a little out of character for you.
Basically asking me not to breathe at this point, Griffin.
I suggest, and the stiletto kind of pushes in through the topmost layers of your skin, you hold your breath then. We're gonna go for a little walk. There's somebody who's been waiting to see you for a long time.
Places his hands up. Just don't hurt any of my friends.
I don't trust him. I also don't think he has the balls to kill you before I can kill him.
Nope, he does. It'd just be me and you, Griffin.
I am going to telepathically tell Harissa the vines are corrupting Griffin's mind, but I think they are corrupting Isaac's as well.
How can you tell?
I just very gently poke up at my little fake eye. Whatever afflicts these men under the Empressar's control, it seems to have some sort of hold on Isaac as well. Be wary.
Understood. I will not drop my guard.
And you all hear in your heads, I would advise you all to minimize the amount of psychic conversation you're having. If you want to survive this day, trust me,